happy Lionsgate, and thank you for joining me on this beautiful August day. By the time you're receiving this, it will be 8/8, which is the height of the Lionsgate portal. If you're unfamiliar with what Lionsgate is, it is a time in astrology that occurs every year where the sun moves into its ruling sign of Leo, and at the same time, the stationary star Sirius is able to rise without being obstructed by the sun, which is what sort of the dynamic is when we're in Cancer season in July. So a lot of people throughout Cancer season, they experience all of the feels, emotions, past memories, stuff comes up that needs to be dealt with and released. And, it's a water sign. It can feel a little bit like you're drowning. And then as we move into Leo, Cancer is sort of like the labor pains of what's coming forward. And as we move into Leo and the sun moves into its ruling sign and Sirius is able to rise without being obstructed, we get this really beautiful double sun. So obviously the sun is our physical sun, and the star Sirius is often considered our spiritual sun. So we have this beautiful double sun rising sort of in the perfect astrological backdrop. And it runs all the way from July 26th to August 12th, but August 8th is sort of the height of the portal. It's the moment where all of the good things that come along with Leo season and Lionsgate are amplified. It's a fantastic point for manifestation. It's a fantastic point for healing and for heart healing. And astrologically and energetically, you are being supported in a huge way in sort of this space of ascension and evolution. But this year, 2019, has given us an extra special gift. And that gift is a sacred alignment at the very same time between the planets of Venus and the planet Jupiter. That's the planet of love and the planet of expansion and abundance. So it becomes sort of this amplified heart energy space, which is great for manifesting. It's great for love. It's great for self-love. It is amazing for moving into the space of forgiveness, compassion, and love, and acceptance, and abundance and manifestation. And so to honor that time, I am thrilled to have you here with me, and I'm going to invite you really to join with me in one of my most powerful, favorite manifesting rituals. And it's sort of a ritual that I put together from a few different elements, a few different energetic techniques that I've learned over the years. And I hope that this ritual really, really reaches you in the depths of your soul, because now again is the time for you to start moving forward and to move beyond as we move into this next cosmic time period. I hope that this ritual serves you in a really deep, really authentic way. I would invite you, as you engage in this, of course it'll be most powerful on August 8th, which is when you're receiving this, but remember that the portal is open until August 12th, so you have a couple of days to kind of get it in there if your schedule is not cooperating or you're feeling a little overwhelmed. And I would just invite you to create for yourself a sacred space as you do this ritual. Maybe play some music or light some candles. Make sure that you're in a place of no distraction. And I would highly encourage you to have a journal or a notebook and something to write with as you go through this ritual with me. As things come up, as we access information from your higher self, from source, you're going to want to jot things down so that you can remember them later. You might feel an urge to write something, and that urge is something that you should honor. It's very important when we write things as sort of a tangible commitment to that energy, and it's just a really great aspect of especially manifesting rituals. So definitely have something to write with you. And feel free to revisit this meditation, even if you're doing it with me on August 8th. Feel free to revisit it throughout the entire time that the portal is open. You can always do it more than once. There is no limit to how often this can be done. So make sure that you're in a comfortable seated position while we do this. And if at all possible, make sure that you put your feet on the ground. Whenever you're manifesting, whenever you're meditating, I'm a firm believer that energy needs to move through your physical body. And that can happen more easily and without interruption if your feet are on the ground and straight. So no crossing your legs if you can. There is no really right or wrong, but it does help energy move for sure. So comfortable seated position, and I just want you to begin with me by just placing one of your hands over your heart. Close your eyes for me, relax, and just take a few deep breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth, and continue to breathe deeply into your belly at a rate that feels comfortable for you. In through your nose, out through your mouth. And as you continue to repeat that breathing cycle, I want you to begin to imagine that your breath is coming through your hand and into your heart space. And as you exhale, exiting out from your heart space and again through your hand. And as you continue to imagine breathing into your heart, I want you to set an intention for our work today. That whatever it is that you need the most in this moment, whatever aligns with your best and highest good right now, is what you will find in our work together. I want you to set the intention that all of the information that you need, and whatever it is that your heart is longing for in this energetic space, will be provided to you easily and without difficulty. And last, we'll set the intention together that all of your guides, angels, and your highest self will gather in this space with you, supporting you, your growth, and your evolution. And you can know in this moment that you are nothing less than fully supported, no matter which direction you move in from this point forward. And as you continue breathing in through your heart and out, I want you to very gently, very slowly move your hand so it's just a few inches above your heart space. Holding it there, continuing to breathe. I want you to very slowly begin to move your hand in a counterclockwise motion over your heart space. And as you move the palm of your hand in a counterclockwise motion over your heart space, I want you to imagine that anything being held in your heart space right now that is no longer serving your best and highest good is being released, is being cleansed, is being transmuted into something that serves the universe and this space better. Continuing to move your hand in that counterclockwise motion, knowing in this moment that nothing that is being held in this space that does not serve you has to stay here. Imagine your heart chakra energy being cleansed, being purified, and allowing anything that comes up, whether it be emotions, memories, voices, words, specific people, allowing anything that comes to mind to be acknowledged and honored and released. Know that nothing that you hold in your heart space right now, whether it serves you or not, is there without reason. Everything that exists is intended for your growth and evolution. And as you evolve through this energy, we ask your highest self, all of your guides and angels, to integrate any learnings or lessons that were connected to these energies that you are releasing into your being. And so it is. Continue to move your hand in a counterclockwise motion over your heart space, making sure that you're breathing, honoring any emotions that come up, and knowing that you are safe and held no matter what energy you are releasing. As you feel ready, I invite you now to move your hand in the opposite direction. Now moving your hand in a clockwise direction over your heart space. Imagining and knowing that your heart chakra is now being charged positively by energy from Source and energy from your highest self. All of the energy in your heart space that has now been cleansed and purified is beginning to spin in this clockwise direction at the exact speed that's correct for your being and your body. The energy in your heart space is being charged with the energy of the cosmos right now. And accept and take full advantage of all of the Lionsgate energy that is with you. Continuing to breathe, feeling that energy amp up, feeling the sense of compassion and contentedness, love, and a deep awareness that you are infinitely connected to all of the energy that you need, and infinitely connected to a never-ending source of love of the purest form. Continuing to breathe deeply, and as that feels settled, rest your hand again over your heart space. Breathing a few more moments in through your nose and out through your mouth. Settling into and feeling into that new energy in your heart space. I now invite you to open your eyes if they're still closed. And I'd like you to pause this video, but before you do, I want you to take out your journal or notebook or whatever you have to write on with you. And I want you to write down your intentions for the rest of this exercise. I want you to be incredibly and deeply specific about what you are desiring in your life. I want you to focus on what feelings and energy you are desiring to bring into your experience. Take a few moments and write down what you would like to do with this Lionsgate energy. What would you like to manifest? How are you going to honor this gift from the universe? This powerful energy that's being given and beamed down onto us. Again, be as specific as possible, and as always with manifesting, it is inherently more effective if you focus on the feelings that you would like to generate, along with the specifics that you might be wishing to bring into your experience. So go ahead and pause this video and just take a few moments to do that. And when you start the video again, we will move on to the next part of this ritual. Hopefully you are back now, having paused the video and written down the things, your intentions for this practice, the specific things that you are desiring to bring into your experience. And if you have that journal or that notebook, I just want you to set it aside. In fact, I don't want you to think about what you wrote at all for the rest of this exercise. I want you to trust and honor that your intentions are clear and were made clear when you wrote them down. So putting that to the side, I now want you to, again, make sure you're in a seated, comfortable position, preferably with your feet on the ground if at all possible. I want you yet again to place one hand over your heart space. Close your eyes and take another few deep breaths. Trusting that the intentions that we set together at the beginning of this video are still intact and still true for you, and trusting that your guides, your higher self, and the universe have your very best intentions in mind. And as you close your eyes and you continue to breathe into your heart space, now charged, purified, and energized, I want you to begin to relax. Relax your body, continuing to breathe deeply, focusing your intention, focusing your attention on your heart space, your heart chakra. And as you continue to breathe, I want you to ask yourself, what does my heart need the most right now? What does my heart need the most right now? Be open to anything that may come to mind, whether it be energy, words, a feeling, an image, an object, a picture. Just allow that response from the depths of your being to come to the surface. And as you receive that answer, I want you to honor it without judgment, without having to figure it out right now. Perhaps you jot it down if you need to remember it. But whatever you do, I want you to be open to accepting whatever that answer may have been. As you continue to breathe and as you receive that answer, I want you to imagine now that you're going to float up above your body, slowly and gently, until you are face to face with your highest self, your soul, the best and highest version of you. And your soul or your higher self may appear to you any way you'd like. There is no right or wrong appearance. It could be a light, it could be an energy, it could be a figure or a person. Whatever comes to mind is absolutely appropriate. And as you find yourself in this space with the highest and best version of you, I want you to imagine asking the question, what truth can my heart embody as I move into this next cosmic dimension that will best serve my highest good? Again, what truth can my heart embody as I move into this next cosmic dimension that will serve my highest good? Remain open to whatever may come to mind in response. Perhaps you imagine your higher self speaking to you. Perhaps something pops into your head, whether it's an image, a word, a feeling, or an energy. Whatever comes to the surface for you, trust that it is the message that you are meant to receive. What truth can my heart embody as I move into this next cosmic dimension that serves my highest good? And when you've received the answer to that question, perhaps you jot it down if you need to remember it. And moving forward, I want you to now ask your highest self, in what areas of my life am I ready to expand and grow? Again, in what areas of my life am I ready to expand and grow? Allowing that answer to come to you however it may come to the surface, whether it be pictures, images, words, or just an energy. And as you receive the answer to those two questions, I want you to imagine making that information, however it came forward, into a light. Imagine giving it a color and an appearance. Any color that comes to mind is totally fine. And as you apply that color, as you imagine that light in front of you, I want you to know and trust that all of the energy of all of the responses that you received from your higher self are now held in that light. And I want you to imagine sending that light, whatever color it appeared as, down from your highest self and into your body, coming through the top of your head, down into your body, and filling every cell, every space, until that every part of your physical presence is infiltrated with the energy of those responses, with the truth of the information that you received. Taking a few moments to allow that to integrate into your physical body. Remembering to breathe as you do it. And whenever that feels settled, I now want you to imagine that you're going to float higher, outside of your physical body, beyond your highest self, until you find yourself floating in a space of source, the source of all that is, the source of all truth and all information. And that space can look or feel like anything that comes to mind. And as you imagine yourself suspended there in that space of source, I want you to ask Source to give you an image of the life that you are manifesting right now. Show you what you are growing into in alignment with your best and highest self. Allow Source to give you an image of the embodiment of your highest potential. What does that look like? What does it feel like? And be open to whatever image may come to mind. And as that image comes to mind directly from Source, I want you to focus on the details. Focus on the feelings that you feel, the positive emotions that come forward as you interact with and view that image. What does it look like? What do you look like? How do you feel? And again, this image is a picture of the life that you're manifesting now, what you're growing into, what the embodiment of your highest potential looks like. And as you view that image, I want you to connect with any positive emotions that come up for you. Connect with whatever positive feelings are there. Curiosity, potential, excitement, anything positive. And as you acknowledge what those positive feelings are, I want you to imagine that you're going to wrap that image up and all of those emotions that come forward into a light. And if all of those positive feelings and that image had a color to represent it, what color would you choose, or colors? And as you choose those colors, imagine that light taking on that color or colors. And from this space, I want you to imagine blasting that picture, those positive feelings, and that color down from Source, down through your highest self, and down into your physical body, filling every cell, every space, every chakra, all the way from the very top of your head down to the very bottoms of your feet, until your entire body is filled with that light, with that energy, with that potential, with that those positive feelings, with that image that was gifted to you from Source. And as you allow your body to be filled with all of those feelings and all of that energy, I want you to imagine expanding it even further, outside of the boundaries of your physical body until it surrounds you like an aura. Feel what it feels like to be surrounded by that energy, to be immersed in your own potential as seen from the highest point in the universe. Know in this moment that you are here on purpose, that this is no coincidence and no mistake. You are exactly where you are meant to be, and you are powerfully positioned right now to fulfill all of the potential that has been set out for you in this lifetime. And that image is not just a wish, it's not just a dream, it is a projection. That image that was given to you is your truth. And as you embody this picture and this energy and these feelings, I want you to imagine now sending that same colored light, those same positive feelings and that same energy out from your heart. I want you to imagine that it comes through your hand. And I want you to send it back out into the universe, back out to source, creating an infinite cycle of potential and energy and creativity and inspiration. Continually reinfusing your body with everything that you need the most to embody your highest potential right now. And as you breathe into that cycle, knowing that it is infinite and knowing that it exists simply because you exist as an expression of the universe on this planet, I want you to take a deep breath, deep into your belly, and then out, releasing any lingering energy that doesn't align with your highest potential. Take a moment now to send deep gratitude to your highest self, Source, your guides and angels, as you settle back into your body and back into this space. Take a moment to send deep gratitude to yourself and your soul for choosing this path of light and for choosing this evolution and for supporting your never-ending growth. And take a moment to send yourself gratitude for everything that you have already come through. Choose to acknowledge yourself for all the places that you've been, as much as you are grateful for all the places that you are going. Move now to press or tap on your gamut point, which is the acupressure point right between the pinky knuckle and the ring finger knuckle. There's a soft spot right here. This is called the gamut point. It's along your triple warmer, and it lowers your subconscious mind's resistance to change. Take a moment and repeat after me. There are parts of me that have been healed by this. And there are parts of me that have not yet been healed. The parts of me that have not yet are willing to learn from the parts that have. My mind, body, spirit, and energy system are accepting that information now. New neural pathways. The information transfer is complete. I'm grateful. Thank you. Together, divine. One more deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth, as you settle back into your current space. Following this ritual, this meditation is a really beautiful time to continue to journal or jot down any feelings or emotions, maybe a description of the image that you were given, anything that feels pertinent to you that you want to remember beyond this moment. Thank you so much for joining me. I am thrilled to see how you move into this next cosmic space. Love and blessings to each of you.